you're opening your mouth. Those of you that have the key to Eliwe, those of you that have the key to heaven, that knows what God is all about and can read God's mind, and you are his therapist, all of you that knows that she should leave God out of it, because you are the people that are going to be the ones that are designated to move somebody from hell and who is going to go to heaven. So hi guys, how are you doing today? And you're also very welcome. Okay, so hey, what's sorry, what brought me here today? I heard that some people, notably, they say his name is Solomon Buchi, that Toke should keep God away from her pregnancy. You know why? Hey, God, Jesus Christ. There is evil breeding in Nigeria in the name of Christianity. I'm sorry. I'm really sorry, but it has to be said. I was going to talk about this yesterday, but I was so tired because I finished working out. I just slept off. I don't know what it was I did, but I slept off. So I was watching a movie on a series on Netflix, Cursed. And if anyone has watched that series, just drop me a heart or something and tell me something about what you feel about that series. And I was watching the series, and something just I was so disturbed by the fact that the people who were committing the atrocities in the name of cleaning out evil were Christians. And this has been ongoing for the longest time. It's been something that has been used as an excuse. Are we talking about colonization? Are we talking about slavery? Let me start from slavery. Are we talking about slavery? Christianity was used as an excuse for slavery. Are we talking about colonization, where we were all, one day we were all at home, and all of a sudden, a couple of people at the back, from their country, and they said they wanted to offer us Christianity. And then they were now, today, our wealth and that Christianity is, our wealth, they are close to it. The Christianity, they are far from it. Right? Are we talking about the fact that there was this, I think it was Yugoslavian general who wiped out a whole village because the people in that village were not Christians. He happened to be a Christian crusader. Are we talking about, and these are all facts, right? Are we talking about the fact that there are atrocities? Are we talking about children who were SA'd by priests and clergy alike? Are we talking about convents where babies were unalived? Or that the mothers who were SA'd and got pregnant were taken to those convents, and whatever happened to them, nobody knew? Are we talking about the fact that children, gosh, it worries me. It worries me. I have actually sat down, right? This is me. There's a way I behave. I have sat down and tested so-called Christians. Listen, that's not to say I am a Christian, right? But I have sat down and tested Christians. Yes, I have sat down and tested Christians with the smallest thing, as little as giving. And all of them said no. One of the things and one of the excuses they give is that because you're not a member of their church, they cannot help you. I have seen Christians refuse categorically refuse to help somebody in need. But when they were walking and doing what they were doing, they opened their mouth in praise and worship. They are the ones who condemn you when God did not condemn you. They are the ones who know who is going to hellfire when you didn't go, when God did not say you're going to go to hellfire. You see this hellfire, it will be a shock. Hey, God. You see this hellfire, it's gonna be a shocker. It's gonna be a what? It's gonna be a shocker. Because the people we are gonna meet there, the people we are gonna see there, well, you'll be like this. You see this hellfire. They know those who are going to go to hellfire. They know those who are giving money to the church, and if you don't give money to the church, they will give you go to hellfire. Do you even understand? Listen, I'm not a lover of Toke Makinwa. I'm not here to. I'm not a nothing. But this lady said something, and she said that she thanks God that it can only have been God for the fact that she was able to have this baby. Are you people thinking, do you know that there are people that in their 40s, they've been told for more than 15 years of their lives that there's nothing wrong with them, and they still cannot have a baby, IVF and all. I started IVF. I did IVF for 5 years straight. I wanted to run mad. It was the last doctor because I was the one that said, I'm not doing again. I'm tired. The last, my gynecologist, the one that takes care of me today, the last time when I met him, he said, listen, he was very clear and honest with me. He said, he asked me if my first was, was through a natural conception. I said, yes. And he said, listen, usually it would always work that way. If you're going to have another one, it will be natural conception. That he's not going to, because I was drained. Morally, and the doctors were just rubbish. So I was just not in the headspace at all. And I told myself, I'm done. I'm not going to do this again. Yes. So when somebody who clocked 40 said that she went to the hospital to run tests, and they called her and they told her that it was positive. She's not saying it because she needs your approval. She's saying it because she knows that on that timetable, she's already considered a geriatric pregnancy. 40. Most times when I was doing my IVF, just because of the issues I was having from anemia, because I'm anemic, right? And the kind of anemia I have is genetic. Because of that, I was put on just because of anemia. Even when I was pregnant with my son, I was put on high pregnancy, high-risk pregnancy. This one, they were giving me injections for triplets, for twins. There was one time the doctor said, give her 4. Yes. They were looking to make me have quadruple. I said 5 years. I can't remember. When I hear people say that they did 9 rounds, I don't know how many rounds I did though. Because one fails, you go back. Once the other one fails, you go back for the next one. The other one fails, you just continue. You just keep on going like that. And each of this has to happen in 2 months. From the time you start the injections. I still have them. One day I will show you people. From the time you start the injection, because they start calculating from the period your last period. So from your last period till once that period is over, boom, you start the injection. Each day, you continue that injection for 5 days. Your belly, you're bloated because the eggs are enlarged. This is what you go through. And then you finish that round. They start the next one. If that one doesn't work, they start the next one. If it doesn't work, you enter the next one. 5 years. And you're opening your mouth. Those of you that have the key to Eliwe, those of you that have the key to heaven, that knows what God is all about and can read God's mind, and you are his therapist, all of you that knows that she should leave God out of it, because you are the people that are going to be the ones that are designated to move somebody from hell and who is going to go to heaven. God punish all of you.